good afternoon out there on the tubes of you. Yeah. Yoom. It's your host, the most froze, future of indie comics and CEO of Glacier Mountain Comics. What's up, guys? It's Glacier, and today's live stream, actually, what? I take that back. This ain't a live stream. Today's video, Creatures of Habit, you know what I'm saying? Today's video is brought to you by the lovely indica strains of Frosties and Purple Papaya. Why is it tweaking out like that? I've never seen it do that before. Or I can hit both at the same time. Yeah. So I did like a 4 or 5 hour stream on the X-CUTIONER'S saga. See this beautiful Jay Lee cover. It's actually, I think it's one of Jay Lee's panels, and they just put it on this mass marketed edition, maybe. But yeah, so this is where we got up to. We got up to chapter 5 on the live stream, live reading of X-CUTIONER'S song. So we're gonna keep going. I think on this issue is Scott Lobdell is writing it. Scott Lobdell. And oh yeah. Let me tell you about this. You see that splash page? You see who that is? Chapter 5, X-CUTIONER'S song. Oh yeah, burning the candle on both ends. Smoking weed while you smoke a cigarette. Old school, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this issue, folks. See this splash page. Apocalypse is back. In the previous 4 chapters, it seems like Apocalypse horsemen were put up to attacking folks, attacking the X-Men, and so he's been awoken up from his slumber. He's been woken up early out of his healing pod, or whatever you want to call it. So he's not back to full power yet. He's not back to 100%, and he's pissed off, and he's gonna go find out like why his horsemen acted on their own initiative without him, without his orders. And this is some like beautifully written shit. So chapter 5, familiar refrain. Scott Lobdell is like describing prose talk. Prose as in novels. Like this is the chance where you get to shine with your descriptive words. And he's explaining how Apocalypse's blood is flowing again, but it's fighting with his lungs, and every step he takes, his bones are breaking and healing themselves, and then breaking again, because he's not back to 100%. You want to read it? His every step is pain. His slightest gesture, agony. Muscles rend and bones break, only to reset to be broken again. As withered lungs strive unsuccessfully to separate the stream of air from the river of blood and bile, which seeks savage purchase within his dying frame. Despite this blessed torture, or in truth, because of it, the mutant named Apocalypse has not been this happy in 1,000 years. Even though he's not happy, ironically, you know, he's pissed off. He's woken up early. His horsemen are out there doing henchman shit without his permission. Every step he takes, his bones are breaking, his muscles are ripping and twisting. is Apocalypse, the first mutant ever, the ancient one. And so you see over here in the last issue, so far, the story starts off with like a Central Park concert, like friendly to mutants. Charles Xavier takes the stage after a famous pop star that he's friends with. It's like, and she's kind of like Dazzler. She's a mutant, but she chooses not to be on like any mutant team. She's like, she doesn't even want to focus on the fact that she's got power. She just wants to be a pop star. So she throws a concert in Central Park, and what appears to be Cable shoots Professor Xavier, infecting him with the techno-virus, the techno-organic virus created by Apocalypse. You know, the techno-organic virus that turns you slowly into like organic machinery. But anyways, so in previous issues that happened, and then you know, the X Factor, the government agency of mutants, they're coming, and alright, so this is Brandon Peterson and Terry Austin. Peterson on the pencils, Austin on the inks. Beautiful, beautiful work. Showing Apocalypse. Like, you can see his muscles tearing and stuff as he's awakening, forming back into existence. And you could feel like pain and the strain, right? Dynamic pose, arched back. And so Apocalypse is on his way to question his horseman. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why did you attack Professor Xavier? And get more of this Scott Lobdell relaying to us basically you know, Apocalypse's whole shtick, how he's about, it's basically like fucking mutant Darwinism, right? He's always about survival of the fittest. Only the strongest will survive. Yeah, right there. Only the strongest survive. The ever feasting upon the bones of the weak and the unfit. And you got some janky speech bubbles that kind of show his moaning and groaning as he's struggling to, looks like he's climbing up a mountainside. So he's going back to his old hideout, him and his four horsemen's hideout. He's going to find out what the fuck they're doing, right? And here he's talking about how he's been brought back too early. He's been awakened too early. Summoned too soon. From the embryonic embrace of my restorative womb. See, he's breaking the glass. He's letting himself into the hideout. I will seek out my horsemen. I will know why they sought to challenge the great X-Men, the great unwashed on their own initiative. And then you see, like, off panel, somebody's there waiting for him. They greet him. Says, how fortuitous for you, oh ancientest of adversaries. So people are like expecting him. He thought he was gonna break in. Surprise, shock. It's the X-Men. The X-Men are all waiting for him. And look, the horsemen are down there. There's Caliban, Famine. They're already waiting. They figured the A-Man Apocalypse would be coming back. And so they're waiting for him. Splash page. You got Storm up in the corner. You got Colossus in the center. Archangel's there. So this is, I forget, but they the X-Men were like split into teams for this crossover, and it would continue on too later on, like X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue. So I forget what team this is. Maybe X-Men Gold, I'd say. X-Men Blue, I don't know. But yeah, they're waiting for Apocalypse. We took it upon ourselves to bring your bodacious buddies on our exploratory jaunt of your former abode. Welcome home, Apocalypse. There's Beast hanging out there on a fucking lamppost, which I don't understand. That's gotta be reinforced like a motherfucker, because I get that he's agile, he can hang upside down and shit, but buddy, they don't make shit like that anymore. It's one of them joints that last 100 years. That could hold the weight of Beast. That could hold the weight of Hank McCoy. Got Quicksilver. Looking like an agitated Rob Liefeld. Iceman, Bobby Drake. Look at those Colossus utility belt. It's like, went for the capsules. Capsules and pouches, huh? Yeah, segmented metal. But look, there's Caliban. That Morlock guy that got transformed into a horseman. He's way better, too, than he was as the weakling Morlock. But, damn. Who's that? Famine? So you got a behind-the-shoulder shot of Apocalypse. Oh, Colossus is talking some shit to him. We are here in search of our comrades. We have reason to believe you know where they are. Iceman's all like, and don't think that sickly complexion of yours means that we're going to take it easy on you. And this is very Apocalypse right here. Believe me, children, I would have it no other way. See how he calls them children? Because he is the first mutant ever, Apocalypse. The first ever mutant. So now we flash back here. Establishing shot of the X-Mansion. Wind blowing leaves. Different colored leaves in the autumn. Jubilee's flipping. Look at her. Jubilee's flipping out. Insulting the fuck out of the X-Force. Because remember, the X-Force have been captured by X-Factor. This guy right here, strong guy. Peter David creation. R.I.P. Peter David. This guy's badass design. Everything. Kiddo really likes this action figure a lot. So, pretty much, the X-Factor have been, or not the X-Factor, the X-Force have been captured. Because, you remember, Cable, or somebody pretending to be Cable, spoilers, shot Professor Xavier with the techno-organic virus-laced bullet in the Central Park concert. So, since Cable's their leader, and even though they said they haven't seen or talked to Cable until every smoke clears, X-Force is captured and they're being held in the danger room inside of the X-Mansion in some kind of like fucking techie prison. So Jubilee's in there and she's fucking talking shit, lighting them up, holding them responsible for infecting Professor Xavier with the techno-organic virus. Look at this panel border too, to emphasize the rage and the yelling. Stand out. That strong guy, like, Jubilee, are you done? She's even dissing him. Let me go. Look at this very specific Scott Lobdell insult. Let me go, you third generation Colossus knockoff. Because he's a strong guy. Maybe you ought to rephrase that. So he's kicking her out. Alright, you can't talk shit to our prisoners anymore. Inside of the danger room being monitored. There's Feral growling. Things are tense enough, girl. You want to at least pretend you're not that spoiled brat that you are? Fine, I was leaving anyway. Fucking Guido. Guido just throws Jubilee on her ass outside of the danger room. Cool silhouette panel with the spotlight. Strong guy. Color me humiliated. So here's Lorna and Alex Summers, or Havoc, X Factor. And they're sitting here watching the X-Force through the windows of the danger room. Lorna has a problem with it. Because they're just kids or whatever. And Alex is like, yeah, but their leader attempted to assassinate Xavier, so we can prove their innocence. They're kids, Alex. Oh, Lorna's crying. She feels pain for them being captured because she knows how grave of a thing it is that they're being accused of. Charles Xavier's upstairs dying. Everybody saw it. It was televised. She knows they're fucked. And Havoc's all like, yeah, but they're no older than when we started. What happened? Life happened. So they're like, all right, we gotta go. Val needs us in debriefing. So everybody's gotta go be debriefed. But here's an interesting thing. We got a Psylocke. Cool hashing. To show shadow on her face. And she's relating to Charles Xavier having the techno-organic virus, having his mind taken over like she did when she was evil, or I don't know, before Excalibur. So the interesting part is that she's like, she knows she doesn't want anybody to suffer the same thing of losing control of their mind, having somebody else take control of their mind. And she was literally thinking about fucking assisting, like, I guess this would be like the equivalent of pulling the plug on humans that are on life support. She was gonna end them with her fucking psychic blade, which I guess she must be able to control how deadly it is, because in the previous issue, she literally stabbed, like, Rogue through the head. Or maybe not Rogue, but fucking, I don't know, one of the X-Force chicks fucking psychic bladed her right through the forehead. So this is dark. Psylocke's thinking, like, about ending his suffering. She can't stand to see the professor suffer from the techno-organic virus. She'll be back if necessary to complete the task that technology could not. It's crazy, but she's being called to debriefing. I repeat, all hands to the war room. Alright, so we flash back to the battle with Apocalypse. According to Mr. Sinister, you're indirectly responsible for Jean and Scott's disappearance. Iceman freezing Apocalypse up. Ooh. Cool Apocalypse panel break. You choose to believe him over me? Are the weak so easily misled? So right away Apocalypse is like, what the fuck? In his own Apocalypse way, I didn't take Scott and Jean, you stupid fucks. Yeah, well, lesser of two. It's fucking energy zaps. Holy fuck. Looks like he fucking split Iceman in half. Energy zapped, carved right through his ice body. I have never enjoyed being used as a pawn in the games of others, preferring instead role of the grand manipulator. Breaking through the ice. He's fucking flipping out now. He's going crazy. This is just the mutant or the X-CUTIONER song is just amazing because it's like they want to do a big ass crossover with the villains, with like the 3 villains. And so the the X-Men were waiting on Apocalypse at the door. We were waiting for you at the gate, motherfucker. They took out the Horsemen. Where's Scott and Jean? Mr. Sinister told us that you had something to do with it. So they're fighting Apocalypse. Apocalypse is pissed off. Apocalypse is like, oh, listen here, motherfuckers. I don't get played, I do the playing. Hear what I'm saying? I'm the big kahuna around these parts. I'm your daddy, the first mutant ever. You're all my children. And I don't appreciate. I pity the fool. Who's making Apocalypse out to be a fool? Apocalypse looks kind of more Egyptian than he usually looks. You see what I did there? Me, I'm not convinced. Despite your considerable and sudden bulkization. That's not a real word, is it? Bulkization. Come on, that's Hank McCoy. How you gonna do Hank McCoy, the Brainiac, dirty like that? That ain't right. That ain't right. From my perspective, it looks as though you can barely stand. Yeah. But even when Apocalypse is in that full power beast, look, he's fucking you up, boy. Yeah. Awesome use of perspective and foreshortening. Beast flying back towards the readers. Love to see it. Peak 90s X-Men. In my opinion, X-CUTIONER'S song is my favorite crossover. Besides Jim Shooter's Secret Wars, the first one. Then I suggest, Beast, you look closer. I stand looking. He's fucking doing a quip dialogue as he's fucking flying backwards. I stand corrected. God damn it. Gotta love the funny books. And look, Storm's trying to catch Beast to diminish the impact. Dumb bitch ends up fucking taking the blunt of the force and they crash through the window. Look at that. There go Beast and Storm. Bye. Oh, fuck. Look, Apocalypse is down with the ECW. Apocalypse, get the tables. Just put Iceman through a fucking table on some WWE shit. Look at this. Man, Bobby Drake has seen better days. Let's catch Henry. Let's catch Henry. Absorb the impact. Beat. Oh, Storm. Though X-Men have a propensity to disregard the wisdom of the ages, Quicksilver, I suggest you pay less attention to the imminent demise of your comrades and more to your own ultimate fate at my hands. Beautiful extreme close-up on Apocalypse. Beautiful. Look at the saliva from the yelling. The wrinkles on the nose. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Interesting choice of lines right here. All working together in unison. This isn't even the Jay Lee stuff. It's so fucking 90s. Looks so fucking cool. 90s books are hard to come by, man. The artist that can pull it off, it takes forever to fucking do. So there goes your risk and chances of them flaking out before your book is done. And I don't know. There's people out there that are pretty fast at it though, but in the future, one can only dream, one can only dream. So here, remember, Strife's kidnapped Scott and Jean, and I believe they're on the fucking moon. Strife's got a base on the fucking moon. Let's see, fucking... else. It has been hours since Jean Grey was separated from Scott Summers. She's got all these fucking hentai arms. Fucking Doc Ock tentacles with fucking clawed hands. Fucking... She has spent every moment since on the run, unable to break the grip of 100,000 servo arms that push and shove and paw and grope. Jean Grey getting groped by her evil stepson clone, her evil clone son, getting violated on the moon by your own son and servo arms. Jean Grey has seen better days. Ooh, that's a good choice. Stream close-up side profile. That's a big fucking... Man, they snuck Colossus's meat is now in this picture. Colossus is slapping Jean with his metal schlong, his metal dong, slapping Jean on the side of the face. What the fuck is this? She looks like she's got a big time overbite, but still, it's so fucking cool. But you can't tell me. I'm like Mike S. Miller right now. I'm seeing dongs. Shouts out to John's Dong Box. If you know, you know. Relevant and current as always. The future of indie comics. Glacier down here in the trenches. To add to her humiliation, the overwhelming crush of hopelessness. Yeah, humiliating her with that fucking metallic cock, adamantium cock ring. Oh, she's getting pissed. Oh fuck, the wind. The wind is spoiler alert's coming via the wind. The breeze. They're fighting off the servo arms. They got her everywhere. Hopelessness is the realization her mutant powers, those of telepathy and telekinesis, are all but useless in her futile bid for freedom. Yeah, you can't really use telepathy on servo arms, you know what I'm saying? To her credit, she suffers this outrage in silence. Oh, look at the silhouette panel. All the servo arms just fucking groping the shit out of her. Oh, but she's taking it in silence, knowing her assailant's deepest desire is to hear her cry out in pain and despair. He wants the sound of her begging for mercy. That's sick. That's his mom. To drown out the roar of his joyless laughter, she refuses to allow him the satisfaction. Well, it looks like she's screaming. Screaming in silence. That's talented. Charlie Chaplin. A horrifying feeling, no? Oh shit, Strife is talking that shit. Rump. She just looks so cool, man. It's peak 90s character design, Liefeld. She looks like a fucking, like a vampiric knight from ancient Romania with a cape. It's kind of Roman knight, but like the baddest of baddest Roman knights. Look at that character design. It's fucking great. Strife, evil cable clone. A horrifying feeling, no? To be clutched and clawed by strange, unfeeling, uncaring alien hands. Oh, fuck. Strife letting his emotions out. He's, letting her know in this sick, twisted, supervillainy way how he feels about being abandoned as a baby in the future. Being touched by all these hands, these strangers' hands that weren't his mother's hands, because she sent him to the future to get rid of the techno-organic virus. So in his eyes, he was abandoned by his mother as a baby. Not at all unlike, I must assume, what an innocent babe feels when bereft of the love and warmth that is its birthright. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, he's choking the shit out of Mom. Ma, I'm choking you, Ma. Hey, Ma, look, I'm choking. Choking you. Oh, look at Jean Grey. Jean Grey's orgasm face. You know, some women enjoy being choked. It is what it is. What it is, why have you done this to me? How ironic. I was just about to ask you the same question. Yeah. And scene. Dark spotlight. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so now we flash back. We're in the war room. Everybody's getting debriefed by Val. They got 92. This is the best they could do for showing something to be showing like technology. They got Strife up on the big screen. Mr. Sinister was kind enough to point us in the direction of this man, despite the collective resources at our disposal. X-Factor's government intelligence pool and the X-Men's, I don't even want to ask, sources. Okay, throwing shade at the X-Men already. There's precious little we know about the man besides his name. He's called Strife. Yeah, they got Strife up on the big screen, I guess looking pixelated and digitized. Their rendition of what technology might look like in 1992. Near as we can tell, to date, he's managed to focus most of his as yet undefined energies into surreptitiously leading the X-Men, or leading the Mutant Liberation Front. Yeah, there's those muty villains. The four-armed guy. Until now, he seemed content with hit-and-run tactics against human-run facilities, like this genetic imaging plant in France, with the assault on Professor Xavier and the kidnapping of Jean and Scott. Strife is obviously broadening his horizons. Oh, you don't say. Here's Guido. He's holding up looks like it's Strife's arm. Maybe he's still upset about his missing glove. Yeah, maybe Guido. He's holding up Strife's glove. But for the moment, let's assume his motivation is a little stronger. Yes, a little stronger now. This is some briefing, G-Lady. The Jubilee. Giving her shit, still angry. You called us up here to say you ain't guessed zip? For all anybody knows. It could be Cable walking around with an ice bucket on his head. That's conceivable. You got Gambit and Rogue in the foreground. At this point, it's like Ivan Drago's wife, Flavor Flav's girlfriend. At this point, every theory is viable, with the possible exception of the glove scenario. Before I continue, why haven't Wolverine and Bishop arrived yet? They, haven't? Have they? Probably be long any minute, Sherry. Probably. Any minute. Probably. Okay. Fucking sketch balls. So, like a fucking, what's it called? It's like a fucking codependent, drug-addicted couple. Just fucking both lying out their asses, making it super obvious. Oh shit, what's going on here? Oh, beautiful 3/4 fucking panel. Damn, look at that giant Bishop fucking gun. For some reason, it's like a pistol grip shotgun, I guess. And I remember this. They're like fighting these, like football player shaped robots. For a while, I thought they were a bunch of War Stars. You know, War Star from the Starjammers. When the X-Men went to, were dealing with the Shi'ar Empire and the Imperial Guard. So let's see. Canadian Department of Security, Department K. Okay, so not Bishop, the chronologically displaced X-Man from the future. Yes, Bishop and Cable and Strife, all fucking time-traveling mutants in this fucking crossover. You were correct regarding the Department K's reluctancy to share their resources. Trying to track down Cable at one of his multitude of safe houses. Wolverine. Oh, look at this caption box. Every book could be somebody's first book, right? So, reminding you of his of his gifts, just in case anybody in the 90s didn't know who Wolverine was. Wolverine, whose mutant healing factor accommodates adamantium bones. Well, kid, I'm intuitive that way. Together, they are the best. Oh, that's Wolverine's line. This time it's together. Together, they are the best at what they do. But what they do is never very subtle. Besides, Canadian intelligence doesn't have the type of files you access from your laptop. A job like this requires a more personal touch. Wolverine always talking that shit, that berserker shit. So looks like they're fucking shooting these robots. Weapon Prime must be off on assignment. I don't know what that is. Must be another Canadian person. Department K. Or things might have gotten violent. If it doesn't come up later. Behind you. Oh, Bishop saving Wolvie's ass. I appreciate you trusting me to accompany you on this unauthorized mission. Yeah, let's just chat while we're fucking in a fucking firefight with robots. Thanks. But I ain't known you long enough to trust you. I need backup. And what we're doing is a violation of international law. As he's fucking slicing a robot's arm off. The way I see it, you already got a record in the States. Whereas the rest of the X-Men got a reputation to uphold. Oh, so Wolvie's like, yeah, you're already dirty. Might as well. How forward thinking of you. Any idea where to find the records we need? My heightened senses being what they are, combined with my ability to read, I'd say they're down this way. Records room, Jesus Christ. Are you serious? It looks like he's fucking jammed his fucking arm through that robot's fucking body. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, they're taking off. Once this is all over, if you could make it a point to tell Storm. What? That you subdued these guys without killing any of them? I'd be happy to, kid. Just between you and me? Of course. You kind of remind me of me in my youth. They're like, yeah, I won't tell anybody that you killed these people if you don't tell anybody I killed these people. Because the X-Men don't kill. Alright, so we flash back. Apocalypse still fighting with the X-Men at his former Horseman hideout. Horseman of Apocalypse elsewhere. Or it can be no one warned you that your super speed is all but useless against a mutant who can control his every molecule. Wham. So Quicksilver thinks he was gonna fucking speed away, and Apocalypse just makes himself big enough so there's no room for Quicksilver to speed by. Oh shit, Archangel diving in with a fucking tackle. He's trying to spear Apocalypse. Colossus is grabbing his legs. Oh, jumping. They're jumping the A-Man. As others before you, Apocalypse, you mistake reason and compassion for cowardice and weakness. Colossus is right. Storm was hoping this battle could have been avoided. Oof. That too, Archangel. Oh, beautiful panel. Look at that. Apocalypse in the foreground. Midground. Background. But the wings are also in the foreground. The metal wings to his throat. Yeah. Slice your throat, bitch. God damn it. And I would be hard-pressed to find a reason to stop him. Me, especially. There's nothing I'd like better than to separate your head from the rest of your shape-shifting body. But fortunately for you, creature, we realize you represent our best hope of finding Cyclops and Jean. Shit. Wow, that's a beautiful panel, man. Side profile of him on his back. Look at all these line choices around the pink aura energy surrounding him. Look at those teeth. Man, I gotta kill this fly. It's fucking driving me nuts. Come here, fucker. Land on my arm again. I'll fucking smack the shit out of you. Got him. Bish. Don't fuck with the glacier. Then you have no hope at all. Oh shit. For you see, I did not return home out of some misguided sentiment. Out of some misguided sentiment. Rather, this estate houses. What the fuck's going on? I don't understand. It looks so fucking good, but I'm lost. For you see, I did not return home out of some misguided sentimentality. Rather, this estate houses. Oh shit, he's doing something. He's charging up. Oh, this house has power. Damn. It's blasting everything off him, though he would never admit it to another living being. There is very little Apocalypse understands about the alien technology at his disposal. Technology incorporated into the very structure of safe houses like this throughout the world. But what he does comprehend, however, proves to be more than enough. Yeah, the alien tech that Apocalypse always controls and finds. Actually, they did an episode where Beast like gains companionship with Apocalypse's spaceship, like AI, and then he's sad when the ship blows itself up. Whoa, Apocalypse shape-shifting, standing over the X-Men. They couldn't even stop him, and he's not even at 100% yet. Look at that fucking weird ass fucking fleshy flesh forming. 6 X-Men in under 60 seconds. Holy shit. 6 seconds. To think I felt I'd passed my prime several hundred years ago. I should take this opportunity to slay them, to call the chaff from the wheat, but to slaughter an unconscious foe is so unseemly. Oh, Beast and Storm are outside on the ground. The truth of the matter is, the kinetic transference I received is limited at most. But it would be best if I am elsewhere when they awake. Their words and deeds suggest someone else is orchestrating our every encounter. Thoomph. So he's like teleporting away until I can discern the identity of the tormentor and put an end to his machinations. I would do well to conserve my resources for the battle to come. Yeah, he's not done. He's gonna find out who's fucking setting this shit up. Three red borders for the panels. Pretty cool if you pull back and look at it as in its totality. Alright, so in the Continental Way, at Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Y'all sent for me? Yes, Sam. Oh, they're letting the X-Force leader out? Cannonball? Come in. Make yourself comfortable. Not likely, Alex. Not with the rest of my team locked up like a bunch of criminals. While you and Gambit here attempt to divide and conquer X-Force by prompting me to drop a dime on Cable. Oh shit, Gambit's ready to get his card charged. Problem being, I already told you what I know. Oh, Gambit's not fucking around. The Cajun's getting cagey. Fucking fly. Another one. I'll kill you when you land too, bud. You might even believe that. Me, gambling man, that I be, I'm willing to bet you got more information flowing around in that head of yours than you know. Just a matter of how we gonna pry it out. Comprenez-vous? Very subtle, Gambit, just like we rehearsed. Maybe next time you could hit him over the head with a brick. Sam, I'm sorry, but you have to tell me, what do you know about the MLF, Mutant Liberation Front? Bunch of thieving, stealing, murdering mutants led by an hombre named Strife. But if y'all looking for a connection between him and Cable, y'all wasting your time. They hate each other. So we've surmised. Problem being, if we knew where he was, we'd have nailed the MLF sorry hides months ago. If and I had unlimited access to X Factor's government computers, I might be able to narrow down a list of suspected hideouts. But I'd come with a price tag, fellas. Cut to the chase, Sam. I'd want a full presidential pardon for every member of X-Force. Everyone should have a dream, homie. I don't know what the fuck he's saying. Some French Cajun shit. Not even a consideration. Tell you what, help us find the Mutant Liberation Front. You can help us take them down as an equal partner. My uniform. Y'all realize I'm only offering my best guess. Sam, offering your best is all Professor Xavier asked of any of us. God damn it, dude. Or have you forgotten that? Alright, so let's see. Back in Canada. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alarm's going off. Oh shit, Cable. Enter Cable, finally. Department K. The man everybody's looking for. 5 stars. I spend any more time here, I might just as well rent out a room. Big ass gun. Got Colossus utility belt wrapped around his bicep. Probably not a viable alternative to your current housing arrangements, Nathan. Make yourself useful, Professor, and confirm that piercing klaxon is a perimeter breach. Affirmative. It seems this complex was under assault prior to your arrival. Perfect. That means while K security is knee-deep in one firefight or the other, I can slink in, steal the necessary files I need to track down Strife and the Mutant Liberation Front, and body slide home before anyone has a clue. Nice to see all my clean living finally is paying off. He's just shooting his way in. Oh shit. Whoop, 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 whoop. And something is working out the way I planned it. For once. Not according to my sensors, Nathan. Oh shit. Big showdown cliffhanger. You? It's gonna be one of those days. Damn. Whoop, 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 whoop. Peterson. Oh, look at penciler and inker. Signed the file cabinet. They've made it to the file cabinets at the same time. Irony. And we get to chapter 6. We'll do chapter 6 soon. Damn, look at that, beautiful. Very stylized. I wonder, is this the Jay Lee stuff? This is the Jay Lee stuff next? No, I think this is still Scott Lobdell. Could be wrong. Alright, folks, we'll be back with chapter 6 of X-CUTIONER'S song. I just want everybody to keep in mind that my debut comic book, 60 page hardcover SLED HEADZ with art by Kristian Rossi is being published. Announcements coming soon. It's the sleeper hit you want to keep an eye out for. Announcements coming soon. It'll be available for purchase on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and Walmart.com, as well as in the Critical Blast Publishing bookstore. 60-page hardcover, art by Kristian Rossi, blaxploitation, gun fu, supernatural, super Sentai, romcom. What if? Jack Kirby's The Forever People. We're dropped in the blaxploitation set in Alaska. Yeah. Casinos, whores, whorehouses, shootouts, snowmobiles, werewolves, whores, and more whores. Gun fu. Super Sentai. Find out why I keep saying Super Sentai. 60 pages. The artwork is all done. We're just waiting to cover the lettering, logo, and cover art. And then it'll be available for purchase. So keep an eye out for the sleeper hit, SLED HEADZ. No money, no honey. Art by Kristian Rossi. My debut comic book. Sleeper hit coming. Home run, baby. Home run. Until next time, guys. Ciao. I'm going to hit this. Yeah. The stream was brought to you by Frosty's Indica. Purple Papaya. Yeah, shouts out to all the Dominicans out there with the papaya. You know what I'm saying? All that. Until next time, folks. Glacier out. Yeah.